Wow, now we are live. We'll wait for 60 seconds to 100 seconds approx for some people to come over. At that time, I'll introduce myself and would let you know about the purpose of this live. So, I welcome you to Motivate Me channel. My name is Akash V. Sharma. I am Life Simplifier, and I just want to welcome you to the Simplify Zindagi. In this live session of Simplify Zindagi, we would try to help people get the solution to their life problem. Today, what we are going to do is to tell the solution of the problem that has been asked by one of my student. The question has already been mentioned in the title of this video, and will, as I said, three people have come. I would like to say hi to you. Welcome to Motivate Me channel. So what is the question? The question is that is how to increase my knowledge and skills. So guys, before I answer this question, I would like to request you to subscribe to our channel, and would like to let you know that if you really find this session, this live session valuable, you are also invited to tell me or ask me in the comment box if you have got any question, any life problem that you want me to help you resolve. Along with that, I would also like to invite you to share with me your watch experience, how valuable you find my answer to be, how valuable you find this to be implementable in your life, and what are those particular points that you really think were meaningful and highly valuable for you. So before we understand how to increase my knowledge and skills, what I invite you to understand is what is knowledge and what is skill. So guys, because this question I found very actually unorganized and very less understood. So for that point of view, I just wanted to redefine the concept of knowledge and concept of skill in my point of view, so that the viewers can be easily able to understand the hidden story and that deep form of the answer. So if we talk about the knowledge, let me give you example through asking you some question. As we are living in our home. In our home, we in our daily life come across some problem. Let's say we come across a problem related to water supply. So we do not have the knowledge of water supply. Who do we require? We require a plumber. If we want to get something built, let's say sofa, let's say bed, something made of wood, we require a carpenter. If we have some electric fault, we require an electrician. In the same manner, we require a teacher, we require an engineer for repairing our laptop, and we require some, let's say, blacksmith to do some iron work. And in the same manner, the people of different field are master of their own field. So what I just want to invite you to understand here is that we people make this mistake in our life, that we want to everything. Knowledge is like an ocean. In the ocean, it is endless. In the ocean, the opportunities are endless, and people make this mistake. That mistake is that we want to drink the entire ocean, and that is absolutely impossible. And the person who wants to drink the entire ocean and the person who wants to cross the entire ocean might end up in the ocean itself, might be lost in the ocean itself. So what I want to let you understand is that knowledge is ocean that nobody can drink, knowledge is ocean nobody can cross. That is an endless thing that we want to understand here. Now, so to understand this skill part, what I would like to share with you is skill is the ability to apply knowledge. So what I just want to invite you to understand here, that knowledge is something we can gain from n number of sources, but a majority of people actually fails to apply that knowledge in the real situation, in the required situation, in that real life circumstances, and that's where they fail. That's where their employability lies, and that is just because the people do not become employable enough, do not get paid enough because they only had knowledge, but they did not have the capability or that skill to optimize that knowledge into producing something, into creating something meaningful. So the question comes at the place where we are not willing to just understand how to gain knowledge, but our main focus should be how to optimize knowledge, how to enhance your skill. I'm particularly talking about the skill that enables you to optimize your knowledge, that enables you to use your knowledge. Guys, please understand, less knowledge is sufficient if you have got that caliber, that particular or sharp skill to utilize your knowledge. And if you have not got that skill, no matter how much knowledgeable person you are actually useless, you are actually valueless for the people if you cannot produce something, if you cannot provide or use that knowledge for problem solving attitude or problem solving purpose. So using knowledge for problem solving person, using knowledge to add value to people, to your life, using knowledge to produce something, to innovate something, to create something, it's what we want to call a skill. And here in this video, now I want you to go ahead to understand that how to enhance your skill to optimize your knowledge. That leads me to an example that I am going to share with you. That example is of a kite. Okay, I hope you all have actually flied kite before in your life. So when we fly the kite, okay, what we actually do, we actually need thread, and that thread we are only able or is only helpful to us in flying the kite when that thread is well organized. Now I would like to compare the kite with the word imagination. Why I'm asking you to compare this with the word imagination only? You can easily define this as well, but I would like to define this as well. Here comes a notion said by Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. And Albert Einstein said that knowledge will take you from A to Z, but imagination will take you beyond that. So guys, it is quite easy and quite sensible. You can have that sense why I'm comparing this imagination with kite. So what we got to do, we are only able to fly kite when our thread is organized, we have it properly rolled up in that tool. Okay, and in the same manner, when we are able to imagine, or when we are able to fly that kite of imagination, when we are able to use that skill to solve some problem, to reach that height, we are only able when our knowledge is organized, it is rolled up in proper fashion, it is accessible easily to us. So now here what I just want to tell you is are the 6 points that will actually help you enhance your skill, to optimize your knowledge, to produce, to create, to innovate, and to solve problems of your life and people's lives. So the first point I'm going to share with you is find your interest. I mean, don't rush to learning everything. That is something majority of people is making a mistake of. So we people are actually eventually or unknowingly tricked into this thing that we get fascinated by the knowledge. If somebody is having knowledge of, let's say, guitar, somebody is having knowledge of let's say some instrument of music, or somebody is good at singing, we get influenced. And a lot many people make a decision to join singing classes because they get influenced. And sometimes somebody is good at let's say coding, some programming, and then what we want to do, we want to learn programming, we want to be good like others. And that's where we make this mistake, that is we are actually undoing ourselves, we are forgetting our originality, we are making this mistake of never being able to move in the desired direction. That leads me to the second point. I mean, the first point is, first of all, not complete. So the first point says that find your interest, guys. We got to look within, we got to understand our own personality and find out what really interests us, in what thing we really feel that particular charm, what is that particular thing we can keep doing without being paid. That thing is the thing which we want to learn, which we want to go ahead for. And now I move to the second point that says learn less and learn regularly. So you also must have made this mistake actually, that whenever, I mean, a lot many people do that, that when we get inspired, when we get motivated, let's say after watching some video of some inspirational speaker, what we do, we make a stringent plan, we make a strong plan for us, and that particular day we want to do a lot, we want to give ourselves a lot, and that particular day we really do that, that day goes really well. But what happens next day? We feel depleted, we feel weaker, and we just don't have that charm sustained, we don't have that charm and that interest alive, and to do that particular thing with the same interest. So guys, I would like to relate this tendency of ours with the habit of overeating. The people who do overeating usually suffer the problem of constipation, suffer the problem of indigestion. So it is useless, it is useless to eat if eat too much if you are not able to digest. So only the food that you have been able to digest is the food that gives you energy, is the food that adds muscles to your body, is the food that gives you desired health. Now I would like to go towards the, I mean, before going ahead, I would like to complete this point and would like to paraphrase what I just wanted to say. Learn less and learn regularly. So you can devote 5 days a week. Please don't go for 7 days a week. Okay, I just personally recommend you, please don't go for 7 days a week learning. 2 days you can just give yourself for enjoyment, you can listen to music, you can dance, you can do n number of things that really renew yourself. So renewal is important, and with that renewal devote your 5 days, and yes, limited time, you can say that I particularly do, that is 100 minutes of learning. So you can go for 100 minutes of learning every day, 5 days a week. And when you go for that 100 minutes of learning, now that is learning less, or you can go according to your interest as well. You can go for 30 minutes of learning. 30 minutes of learning in the initial phase is also not bad. So go for that 30 minutes of learning, and next thing, that after 30 minutes of learning, when you do it regularly, what is going to happen, that you will have increased charm, and you can do one thing that actually I started doing just few days before, that when I used to sit for learning, I used to set an alarm, and that alarm for, let's say, Google, okay Google, set an alarm for, I'm sorry. Okay, so I set an alarm after 1 hour or after 100 minutes, and according to that I keep going. And what you got to do in here, that I just wanted to say, learn less and learn regularly, 5 days as I told you. And second thing is, yeah, now I'm going to first thing, organize your knowledge. As I gave example of flying kite and that rolled up thread and organized thread, you will never be able to fly your kite well. The if it has got knots, your flight, I mean, you will lose your kite in the mid of the way. And what is going to happen if your thread is entangled? You will never find a way to keep going or keep flying your kite, and then you, in spite of anything that you do, your kite will not go any higher, will not flow any higher. So here the third point comes, that is organize your knowledge. So guys, whatever you learn, please don't try to maximize your learning, don't try to increase it too much, please limit it. limit it and go for quality learning, and quality learning will take place when you actually organize it. Purchase a beautiful diary. In that diary, always try to learn your key points, because when you stay with some knowledge, when you don't actually rush to maximize it, when you actually store it in with some pen, with some highlighters, then you know what happens, you don't only store it in that notes, in that diary, but you store it in the back of your mind. And in the back of your mind, I just mean to say in your subconscious mind. And when something is stored in your subconscious mind, it helps, it helps in the real situation, real life situation. Now I'll go to the fourth point, that is technology free hours. Guys, in this technological advancement era, or in this technological age, what is our biggest enemy? That is technological distraction. I'm not saying technology, technology is the greatest friend, I should say, but the distraction, this addiction is our biggest enemy. So what we got to do, we have to start learning to make a discipline of spending some technology free hours, keeping ourselves free from all the devices in our surrounding. And you know how does it help actually? It actually uh, helps in a fashion, because you know what, when we give our attention to these devices, when devices are around us, when we are not uh, letting ourselves feel free, letting our brain be unoccupied, our brain, our attention, our energy, our focus is every time being consumed. We never feel fresh like we wanted to feel actually. And because we never feel fresh, then and we get our complete attention, complete energy, complete focus consumed because of that technology or that technological addiction. We never be able to take that knowledge, that good content go, we never be able to take that good content, or let that good content go deeper into our subconscious mind to, so to allow that content, that knowledge to go deeper into your mind, what you require is to have technology free hours in your day. So you can decide to have 2 hours approx, that can be technology free, being absolutely away from your devices, having no concern with what happens. Maybe you are busy, maybe you might say that I have got a lot of calls to come, I have got a lot of WhatsApp messages to check. But guys, please, I just would like to say that you don't need to answer me this, you have to answer yourself. So ask yourself this question, is there anything more important than your life? And the answer will come, no. Your life is the most precious thing, and the rewards are incredible. Now that takes me to the fifth point, that is magic of the morning. Magic of the morning will actually help you start your day strong, because you know, I can say in the morning there is an incredible tranquility in the environment, exceptional beauty in the environment, noiseless environment is there, and we are also renewed because we that time wake up. And after waking up with that peace, with that tranquility in the environment, we are completely charged, and we have our purest energy to devote to some place, purest energy to give to some place. And if that place is what we have interest in, if that place is what we really want to learn, if that place is what we want to imbibe in our personality, that is your interest area, your knowledge, your learning, your things that you want to dominantly focus on. So magic of morning is the tool, or you must start utilizing it to enhance your ability, because in the morning spending 30 minutes is equivalent to spending 2.5 hours in the evening when you are totally consumed. because in the morning time, the magic is that you have your purest focus and energy to put into what you have interest in, and because you have interest in that thing, that is something you really wish to do, and that is something that is going quite deeper into you. It renews you, it multiplies your energy level, it does not finish you. Please understand, the things that finish you are other things: unworthy discussions, unproductive uh, news on the televisions, and watching or checking out your social media messages, notification, just scrolling up every time from the morning itself, and just succumbing to some videos that came over on your screen. This is something that has actually make you astray. So now the last point I would like to share here is the sixth point. That sixth point is relax and belief. This is truly awesome thing that I am going to share with you. You know, guys, I have recorded a video as well that you can see, uh, searching on our channel, that is why we do not learn. So because we do not learn, because we actually start expecting from ourselves a lot. When we learn something, when we just want to get some knowledge, we think that some output should come, something should happen, we should be able to impress people, we should be able to leave that impact on people, our impact should go higher, the radical shift should be experienced within us. A lot of expectations when you are learning are actually contaminating your learning. Here I would like to give you an example of a kid. Actually, when you I mean, this thing has been taken from that video itself. That is, you to watch that video completely, you can go to why we do not learn. That is in our video section, you might find it in Simplify Zindagi itself. There is a playlist on YouTube. So let's take example of the kid. A kid is never expecting anything out of his activities. All he does, all he is interested in doing is he wants to relish every moment, he wants to relish every move, he wants to relish whatever he is doing. He is every time learning, because there is an anonymous quote I would like to share with you: look at everything as if you are looking at it for the first time or the last time. So a kid always looks at something as if he's looking at that thing for the first time or the last time. So guys, here is a beautiful idea that if we have that kid inside us, and we want to do that particular thing, or we want to do something with no expectations in our heart that these things will bring us some amazement or some radical shift immediately. So I must let you know that things are happening, amazing things are taking place, you are growing at your root level, you are increasing your roots deeper underneath the ground, and that will be required to support your sudden growth. Things are actually happening, you are actually growing, because the Rome was not built in a day, and this growth is actually everlasting growth. This growth actually lasts long. This is not short term thing. So this might not appear to you immediately, but this will astound you and as well as the people around you. So that is it. I just hope you find this video really valuable. In the end as well, I would like to share with you ki bhaiya sorry, okay, that I would like to share with you that you ask your question. If you have any in the comment box, please tell me in the comment box if you found these points really valuable. And another thing, do subscribe to our channel as well. And I would, before I leave, I would like to repeat the points. First thing, what is knowledge? We covered in this. What is skill? We covered in this. And how to enhance your skill to optimize your knowledge. First point is, don't rush to learn everything. Find your interest. Second thing, learn less and learn regularly. Third thing, organize your knowledge. Fourth thing, technology free hours. Fifth thing, magic of morning. And the sixth thing is relax and believe. Things are happening. So I wish you all that good things take place in your life and you become an incredible person through learning the things that you have interest in. Thank you so much for watching. मतलब